news in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They run with Jacobs on first down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Newman. And incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Newman. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
They go play action with Newman. They'll roll him out right. Caught by Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. Now it's Newman. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC.
And he's left with no option here but to throw. Throw it away.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's second down and 10.
Here's second and 10.
Now Mahomes. Able to get this to Gordon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this will be caught by Edwards.
And he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, it's McKinnon.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Newman, and he'll go underneath here to Drake.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Newman.
Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Now Newman on 1st down.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Out of the gun, Newman. And that'll be checked down to Drake.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Here's Newman to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here's Newman. And this goes out wide for Drake. Touchdown! Kenyon Drake. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he bowls over him. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. Mahomes now on first down. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Play action. Newman.
Flush to his right.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now it's Newman. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again. Newman.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Newman looking to throw it.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now Newman.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Final play of the half. It's Newman. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the comp, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 31, Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game.
Well, this is caught at the 20. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Got Gordon open, completes it. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Exit score, Raiders 28, Chiefs 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Play action. Now Newman. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 43. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Newman. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3 yards remain for second down. Now it's Newman.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one too low. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now Newman to throw on third down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Play action. Newman.
Rolling to his right.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs
with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return, it's McKinnon.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick.
And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Off the play fake, here's Newman. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, it's Newman. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, it's McKinnon. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Mahomes now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, Hill, great grab. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught by Edwards. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They go play action with Newman.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Bryan Edwards
With touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Byron Pringle now to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and